Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in to Advanced Warning Lights. Today we're going to be looking at the AWL SmartStick series. This particular bar, just to save space, is for a SmartStick 4, but the video applies to both the SmartStick 4, 6, and 8 module bars. We're going to start and open up the bar. This is exactly how we get them. They're assembled here in Massachusetts. They're built to your exact color configuration. So we'll open up this bar, show you what we have inside. So inside we're going to have your suction cups and mounting screws that go along with the mounting brackets. Let me see if I can find those. Here you're going to be the standard L brackets that come with the light stick and the screws if you're going to be surface mounting or screwing the brackets into your deck. And then we have the spacers. You're not going to need to use these unless you want to change the modules around, which is pretty easy to do, but these are what we use to build the bar. Have the cigar plug extension cord. Comes with a long line of cord with a plug and play connector for the actual bar. Also worth noting on the cigar plug is that it's going to have a dual switch on it, because these bars have 3 different warning modes, traffic advisor, and so on and so forth, but we'll get into that a little bit later. And here's the actual bar itself. Put the box aside. And this is the bar. This is exactly how we get it. So the bar itself is going to have quite a bit of cable on it already. And as you can see, the plug and play connector that plugs into the cigar plug. Nice connector right there. So the bar itself, this is it. It's going to come with however many connections the bar has, whether it be the 4, 6, or 8 module bar. The connectors, we'll start right there, are Molex connectors. These are very high quality. These aren't going to be your standard connector that you find in you know, a low cost, economically priced bar. These are, you know, quite expensive when it comes to manufacturing, so it's just a cost that a lot of manufacturers like to skip over and use a substandard connector. We're building all these bars with high quality components. They're going to be built to last. These are frontline bars for frontline cars. So these are the Molex connectors, and as you can see, I'll bring a module in. They're very simple plug and play connectors. Waterproof. No dust is going to get in there. Moisture, everything like that. It's going to be a nice tight connection. So we can actually leave that connected. So this bar that I'm going to build, just to show you that it can be built in whatever color configuration you're looking to do, we have a blue, red, amber, and green module. Installation is very simple. Again, you're not really going to have to worry about the installation unless you are swapping modules out. What you do is you order the bar exactly how you want it on our website. So if you want a blue, red, amber, and green bar, it's not going to cost you anything extra. We're going to build it exactly how you want it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how we assemble these. Very quick. Each module is going to have 2 connectors, or two spacers, excuse me. You'll see when we start to put the bar together here. So that's everything's connected now. So let's take a look at the actual modules themselves. We made them with a nice high quality TIR optic. These are going to be the optimal optimal optic to use if you want the greatest output at the longest distance. These are made with 4 Philips LEDs. They're 3-watt LEDs, very, very high quality LEDs. So we'll turn the bar on just to make sure all the connections are properly suited. Turn our power supply on there. Again, plug the nice plug-and-play connector into the cigar plug. And as you can see, we're starting to flash here. So we have a blue, red, green, amber bar. Now the great thing with these bars that I'll touch upon a little bit later is that these are going to have 3 different warning modes. So you're going to have 2 different flash pattern warning modes, and then you're going to have a flood override, and then each of the bars, even the 4-module bar, also has traffic director, left, right, center out. These are all independent functions of the bar. And as you can see, I'll switch it into the second mode. So with the 2 different modes that you can utilize with the actual cigar plug, a lot of people like to have a fast flash pattern when they're responding to the scene, and then maybe when you get to the scene, you change it over to a nice slow flash pattern, a little bit less distracting for people coming up on you. I'll shut that off there. I'll show you the actual cable itself. So the cable, as you can see, is going to come ready for the cigar plug. So the cable has, a multitude of wires both connected into the connector and also hanging loose. So we set this up so that, you can plug it in and you can go. So this is really set up for the cigar plug. You plug it into the cigar plug, and with the cigar plug you can switch flash patterns and then also activate mode 1 and warning mode 2. I'll show you this is the cigar plug. So the cigar plug is going to have, as I mentioned, switching for both mode 1 and mode 2. It's an on-off-on switch, so you could easily switch between the 2 different modes. And then you also have your standard pattern selector right there. If you want to utilize all the functions of the bar, including the flood mode override and all of the arrow patterns, we suggest upgrading to a 6 switch panel, which we'll show you in a little bit. That'll let you do, warning mode 1, warning mode 2, flood override, your left arrow, your right arrow, and then when both the left and right arrows are activated, that'll activate the center out. So really, that'll maximize the functionality of the bar. So let's go ahead and throw this bar together. Just going to put the connectors inside the bar. I like to put all the modules in before we start putting the spacers in, just so we can make sure that all of the wires are sitting in the actual channel. And I should show you before we go any further, the actual flasher that's inside the bar, I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick this up, is an epoxy sealed flasher, so further protecting you against any water or dust damage that could get into the bar. So as you can see, they're extremely, extremely simple to put together. I don't even have to take off the end caps to assemble the bar. We can just simply put the modules, connect the modules, do a preliminary test, and then we can put the modules in the bar and put the connectors or the spacers in, and then we're pretty much ready to go. So let's get the spacers here. I'll give you a look at those, and then we'll finish this bar up. So right here are the spacers that were inside the bar. Included with the bar. So the spacers are going to look a little funky, probably different from anything you've seen so far. They're actually really, really simple to use. Each of the modules is going to have 2 little rib marks on the ends here that these 2 prongs are going to slide in, if you can see that right there. And then you have push pins right here that help you, click the module into place here. So we'll go ahead and start putting it together. Alright, I guess our camera just shut off. That's its way of telling me I'm making too long of a video here. But I just wrapped up it took me another probably 10 seconds to put the remaining spacers in. So here we have a completed bar. This is a 4-head bar, but again, this video is applicable for both the 6 and 8 module bars as well. So you see here that we have our spacers in between all the modules. The modules are going to have 3-watt Philips LEDs, super bright. Going to be seen from a maximum distance because we got the TIR optic. So let's turn the bar on again and show you the bar actually in working order. Completely assembled. So here you have it. We have our blue, red, green, and amber light stick. If you need it, we have it. No extra charges for funky color configurations, no extra charges for a longer warranty. We have a standard 5-year warranty on all of our LED products, and no extra charge for a low or high output product. All of our products are the highest output, superior quality components, and they're really built to last. So we want to give you the best available product at the best available price. We are first responder owned and operated. I wouldn't sell anything that I wouldn't put on my own patrol vehicle. So again, I just switched from the mode 1 and mode 2, and that's easily accessible through the supplied cigar plug. The actual brackets are going to just simply secure to the ends of the bar so that you can surface mount it on your deck, what have you, and that should be pretty much it. Alright guys, before I wrap this video up, I wanted to show you the AWL 6 switch panel as promised. So the cigar plug with the bar is going to allow you to do mode 1 and mode 2. If you bump up to a switch panel, whether it be ours or something you have existing in the vehicle, you're going to be able to do mode 3, which is the flood override or takedown option, and then you also have your left, right, and center out arrow patterns. The switch panel that we offer is going to have 5 on-off light switches. They're all pre-lit with an LED. They're all pre-wired. We have our wire kind of wrapped up here for our demo bar. And then the 6th switch is going to be a black momentary switch for changing the pattern. So we'll show you. You're going to be able to, as we stated, maximize the function of your SmartStick series. So right here we have a more standard all amber SmartStick 6. So this would be your mode 1. Maybe, when you are going to the scene, or when you arrive to the scene, you want a more steady flash pattern to get something less distracting. You could do something like this. And then when you're going to the scene, you can have something more crazy, faster flash pattern. Mode 1 is going to override mode 2. And then mode 3, which is the steady, we'll see if the camera picks it up here. Yep. Mode 3 is going to be your flood override / takedown mode. That's going to override both your mode 1 and your mode 2. So we'll shut that off. And then we have our left, right, and center out patterns. So this is showing a left arrow pattern. The cool thing with our bars is you're not just going to get one pattern for left, right, or center out. We have some flash pattern videos out there to show you what the flash patterns are. I'll just run through a couple here. So as you can see, a bunch of flash patterns on the arrows and the actual warning patterns and stuff. There's going to be over 60 flash patterns. So what you can do if you want the center out pattern is you can activate both the left and the right arrows, and that'll give you the center out. That should pretty much wrap up all the features of the bar. We were able to show you today how to assemble a bar, the quality components that they're made with. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call, send us an email, send us a message on YouTube, Facebook, whatever is easiest for you guys. We're looking forward to hearing your feedback on this bar, and looking forward to building them, sending them out to you, hearing what you think. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.